Hello, welcome. If today is your first time here, and to the returning viewers and subscribers, welcome back. So we're going right into the video. You'll be needing, of course, your mannequin head, a wig cap, a lace closure of your choice. Using this 4x4 or 4x5 closure that I cut into half. Yes, if you want to do a braided wig on a budget, this is the way to go, and you do not mind just having a very small amount of lace closure, then this is definitely an option. This is how I actually make all the braided wigs that I have. The hair that I'll be using is the Darling Empress collection curly braids hair. Now, while using this hair, you want to be careful, when separating it to braid with it, because it can get frizzy. You see those curly ends, they can get frizzy if you do not handle the hair carefully. So that was what I was trying to do. I first tried to fluff out the curls before pulling out the hair, and I found out that if you pull out the hair with too much force, you're definitely going to freeze out the curly ends. So you want to gently separate the hair when braiding, or when you want to separate the hair to braid. See, as you can see, it gets tangled up a bit. Like, if you do not take care, you're going to spoil this hair. So I was trying to be careful. When I pull, I fluff it out again before pulling another strand of hair or another chunk of hair. I'm going to be leaving more information about this hair in the description box, and also please do stay tuned at the end of the video for a more detailed review of how I feel about this hair, as well as how many packs I used. Everything, we're going to be discussing it after this tutorial, and also more information will be in the description box, so please do check it out. And because of how delicate this hair is, I would have used, if I was braiding with normal hair extension, I would have just taken some of the hair, crocheted it through the wig cap, and used another chunk of hair to braid that through. But because of the nature of this particular hair, I just knew that it was not going to be a great idea to take some of this hair and crochet it through the wig cap. That is going to damage the hair. That is going to bring about a lot of frizziness. Before, I used this old curly hair that's left from my Fulani hairstyle. If you've not seen that, I'm going to link that up right now. You guys, I could not find a way to explain this part by words of mouth, so please read the message on your screen. While you're braiding with this hair, or with any hair at all, you do want to remember to keep fluffing out the hair strand through to the end to reduce tangling and reduce frizziness. More so with this kind of hair that I'm using right now, you want to make sure that you do not forget to fluff the hair through, and always keep it separated. If not, you're going to end up with tangled hair. So now I'm on to the second pack of hair. I'm done with the first pack, so we're on to the second, you guys. I thought this would be the last. Keep watching to see how much more I got to use. So I'm showing you again the hair that I'm using for the base of this braiding. For any braiding wig or braided wig style where you have to do single braids, the best crochet hook to use are the smaller sized ones. Please don't use this one. Again, this is how I cross the braiding hair for the first gripping method that I used. I ended up using this gripping method more than the second, so feel free to jump on whichever one that suits you best. However, this is not the same gripping method that I used while braiding the closure part of this wig. Of course, you can use the same method for the closure part. That is, if you want the knot braids, as you can see, using this method or even the second gripping method, those will give you knots at the root of your braids. So if you do not mind that, then by all means you can use the same method for the closure part. Okay, so for the front section, there is no defined part. I did not do a center part as per usual. What I wanted was a sort of free part type of front section, so that is what I went in for. So I just started braiding it from the back towards the front, just parting it however I like, while making sure that the parts are of similar sizes. So yeah, just like magic, I'm almost done with braiding this closure part. Oh, now I'm just trying to separate a small section that will be used as baby hairs when I want to. However, so far I've not used that. I've not actually laid the baby hair. I just tuck the hair underneath the wig cap and throw it on. So I did knotless braids for the front section. I used the feeding method to do these knotless braids, and I hope with these visuals that I provided you can do your own by yourself, because that's the purpose of this video. And yeah, keep watching for more details about this wig. By the time I was done braiding the closure part of this wig, I had exhausted all of the braiding hair that I got, which meant obviously that I had to go to the closest beauty supply store to get another pack of hair, which sucked because I knew obviously I was not going to use so much of the new pack of hair that I was going to get, but I needed it to fill in the sparse areas on the wig. So I ended up getting another pack, you guys. I could have gotten away with using just 2 packs of hair for this week, but I did not space out the hair well enough at the back. So here we are. I immediately finished making this wig and threw it on. I wore this to attend a wedding. I'm going to insert clips for y'all to see how I slayed it again. So as promised, I'm here to give you a lowdown of what I feel or how I feel about this darling curly braids hair. So in total, I used 2 full packs of the darling Empress of the curly braids hair, but it was not enough because I did not envisage that I would run out of hair. If I had known 2 packs are actually more than enough to do this entire wig, but I did not space it well enough at the back, so I ended up buying an extra pack of hair, which, to be honest, I was not happy about because I did not use half of the 3rd pack. I did not. So I could have gotten away with using just 2 packs if I had planned out or calculated well enough the spacing of this wig, because it ends up being very voluminous. Like I had to trim some of the curly braids in the end, just so it won't be too much. So I used 2 packs of the ombre color. That's one, I don't know how to call it, one color 1 and color 27 together to form the ombre color. I used 2 packs of those, and then when I had to run down to the store last minute to get an extra pack of hair, I just went to the beauty supply store and I just cited the Empress collection curly braids, and oh, that's it, and I just picked it. So I did not check the color. It was when I started braiding with it, I was like, this thing doesn't have black in it. Like I just noticed the difference in the color, but then again, I like it. If you notice, I have some kind of highlights going on, so it just kind of gave the wig some dimension. I don't know if you notice. Can you see? Like there are some highlights of color 33 or something like that going on here and there, so I don't mind it. So I actually like that I got the other color by accident. All is well that ends well. So this is how it comes. Of course, can you see? So I ended up just using 2 of the extra pack of hair to complete my look, because I had some space area. You already saw it in the video, you already saw it in the previous clip, so I just had to finish. So I just used 2 bundles extra. Seriously, I feel like I could have gotten away with just 2 packs. So I ended up using color 1 and color 27 ombre color, and this 33 and 27 color blend. So that is how I achieved this color dimension, a color mix. If you like it in this kind of color, then just check the description below and I'll definitely put the colors that I used for my own wig. You see, the pack actually has maintenance tips that you could follow. Initially, when I started braiding the hair, like I must have mentioned, I was applying some hair wax just so that the tips does not tangle up, because I saw that the tips were a little bit tangled up when I separated it. So you don't want to forcefully separate, you want to gently separate, as you must have seen me demonstrate in the video. You want to gently separate the hair so that it will not get frizzy at the curly end side. And then yeah, you really do not need that petroleum gel, because pardon me, because as a typical Nigerian girl or black girl, typical me. I hardly read the manual of stuff, so it was not until I had already used petroleum gel to some extent that I eventually saw that you're not supposed to use any form of petroleum gel for this hair. So after I was done braiding the hair, I just trimmed off the flyaways and applied some mousse to the hair, especially these curly ends, and that was it. Throw the wig on, and that was it basically. So yeah, so that's all you need to know about this hair. And yeah, I would say though that these tips definitely get frizzy, but with the mousse, applying the mousse will help you manage it better. And I think I love that I did this into a wig, because then that way I can use it for much longer. I can always keep it away after taking it off. That way I can maintain it better and it will last much more longer. So that's it for this video, guys. If you are yet to subscribe again, please kindly hit the subscribe button right now, so you see me again on my next video. Till then, stay safe and stay blessed. Bye. Say,